Hello and welcome to the Weird Around Illinois podcast. Today we are going to talk about signs of an impending cryptid encounter. So let's get weird. I'll start by saying the most obvious sign that everybody talks about when they're in the woods is the lack of animal noise. And we've experienced it on a couple of our hunts where we've been out there and suddenly all the crickets stop chirping and the birds stop tweeting and it just goes dead silent.
Yeah.
It's a creepy feeling.
In a class I had, we went to a area that had plenty of noise, plenty of wildlife noises, and it was loud. But when we went to that area of the forest in McHenry, the state park, there was nothing, and it was so weird.
Yeah, just those distant geese, and for a while those even stopped.
Yeah. Such a weird change.
The general logic on that is that everything goes quiet when a large predator is in the area. So maybe it wasn't a dogman, maybe it was a coyote or a wolf or something like that. Same thing in McHenry. It could have been just a coyote. I know we got a comment that there are a lot of coyotes in that area. So you never know. I mean, I always compare it to like fishing. One of my tricks when fishing, when I'm looking to catch a big fish, is I'll start playing with the little fish first. I'll, just pull out little tiny bluegill and throw them back in for like half an hour, and then when the bluegills suddenly disappear, that's when I know the big predator fish is around. Either, bass or northern pike or something like that must be in the area. That's when I switch to a bigger bait and hope to catch, the trophy fish. I think it's the exact same logic when you're looking for Bigfoot or dogman. When you're not hearing any of these things anymore, the trophy is around.
Sometimes I wonder if that noise going silent is because of us.
It's a possibility.
Especially if we're driving in a car. They might be afraid of a big car driving by.
Yeah, the argument I would give you is that in Bray Road it didn't happen most of the time when we were driving. It was just that one stretch of road where suddenly everything went dead. But yeah, it's certainly like if we're out walking through the woods, we've got to be terrifying to a lot of small woodland creatures and birds and things like that. But it's quite possible that we could cause them all to stop for a minute. Some of the other signs of cryptids, I mean, I know with Bigfoot, they say if you see an orb in the sky or those 3 orbs in the sky, that's a sign that Bigfoot's coming. Other people, kind of related to the orb thing, a lot of people say if there's a lot of UFO activity in an area, that could lead to other sightings. Like with the big muddy monster in southern Illinois and the Enfield horror, there were UFO reports for weeks before those things turned up. And the same thing with Mothman in Point Pleasant and Mothman in Elk Grove.
If I see a mist, I'm gonna be ready for Dogman.
Good point. Yes. Yeah, he's associated with that mysterious mist that rolls in before he appears, whether he creates it or whether it's his travel method or whatever. That's a good point. If you see that mist, we're looking for Dogman.
Yeah, especially if it just comes out of somewhere random, like a wall or something.
Yeah.
And it's bad news.
Now that I think about it, I'm thinking back to our first Dogman hunt in Elk Grove Village. And, we didn't see much that first trip. And then we got home. And I had that EMF detector out. And I remember we walked into the backyard. I forgot what we had to do back there. But I remember it was really misty. And it was like we hadn't seen mist anywhere else. But there was this fog in our backyard. And the EMF meter spiked beyond belief.
Yeah, there's just this one area. It was around a lot of sticks, I believe.
Yeah.
You might be right about that with the mist. I mean, I don't remember it too well, but yeah, it might have been misty that night.
Yeah, we went to the backyard just for the heck of it, just to look around,
yeah,
see if there's anything back there by any chance.
That's right. Yeah, we were still kind of in the cryptid hunting mood, and we were disappointed that we didn't really see much in Elk Grove, so we figured, what the heck, we'll just check around our place. Great. Yeah. So Dogman was hiding in our backyard the whole time, and we didn't realize.
Maybe.
Either that or he was chasing us.
Yeah.
He just used the mist to teleport after us. So that's our thoughts on how to know if you're about to have a cryptid encounter. If you have any other tricks and tips to give us on how to recognize an impending encounter with Dogman, Mothman, Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, Chupacabra, whatever comes to mind, we would love to hear them. So thank you for listening, and thank you for subscribing, and we look forward to hearing your comments. Thanks.